Hi everyone! Welcome to episode 68 of Annijuuti Knits. Hi friends! Welcome back to my channel Annijuuti Knits. My name is Anniina and I'm a knitter and a knitwear designer from the west coast of Finland. And this is a channel where I share everything about my projects, knitting projects, all about my designs. So you're most welcome here. In today's episode, I only have one finished object. A bunch of new cast-ons. I have been working on a million different things, but I decided to come here with just a few of them. I feel like I don't have so many things to share or to talk about today, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Today I'm wearing an old design of mine. This is actually my first ever adult garment pattern, the Paju Pullover. And I was digging out some of my samples, some of my designs, because I am going to an event on Saturday. I am hosting an event with my friend Cindy Eggman from Knits by Cindy Eggman. She is a knitting accessory maker here locally where I live, here in Kokkola, Finland. And we are hosting a Sit and Knit Kokkola event on Saturday together, and I'm bringing most of the samples that I have made over the years. And I was wearing this because I've talked about this before. This needs a redo from the color. It has a little bit too tight of a neckline, and I do have this yarn. I have like a half a ball, 50 grams or so of this yarn left, so I was trying to motivate myself to do something about it. So I'm wearing it so that I can remember how I don't like the tightness of the neckline, and also because it's my older pattern, I feel like it needs a little redo. I always say that I will translate it into Finnish as well. It's only in English. I don't know. I'm wearing it because I try to convince myself that I need to do something about it. So this is a t-shirt with like this cabled rib cuff and hem. I'll just show it like this. I just don't want to get up. Maybe I'll add a picture here of the design. So it was my first adult garment, and I'm really happy with the fit. The raglan fits really nicely, except the color. I think I need to add more short rows, and then I need to maybe widen the neckline. This is size 4, and it's probably today it's probably 0 ease at the bust, but I really like the fit. It's I'm a little bit busty, so it has still plenty of room around my stomach area. So yeah, Paju Pullover. I'm hoping to get to the pattern at some point and redo a little bit so that I could freshen it up a little bit and maybe fix this color issue. If you are a seasoned knitter, if you have been knitting sweaters a lot, you know how to adjust the neckline. So there's always that. And of course, everyone that has purchased my Paju Pullover pattern at some point will then receive the new edition or the new pattern once I get round to it. But it might be this year, it might not, I don't know. So finished objects. I only have one finished object, and this was also or almost done last time. I had one sock finished the last time we spoke, and a little bit of the leg of the second one. I have finished these vanilla socks. They are DK weight socks. I used a woolier sock yarn. I still don't remember the brand. And then I used hand-dyed merino held double here on the main sock, and garter heel flap, and a round toe. Nothing fancy about these. They are gift socks, and just the basic vanilla pair. And I don't know. I don't think I have much else to say about them. They are a pair of DK socks. I talked about these in my previous episode, so I don't think there's there's much to say anymore about these. But yeah, a simple vanilla sock project that is now off the needles. Now that we are on the subject of knitting socks, that was my only finished object. I want to talk about a little bit about a knit-along that I'm hosting, and this was a little bit of an impromptu. Well, technically I've done this 2 years in a row, so it's always been a little bit on the back of my mind, but I love stripy socks. I love socks in general. I love knitting socks. I always knit socks. And I felt like I wanted to cast on a pair of self-striping. And I did order a couple of skeins of self-striping yarn from Eldur yarns. And I started a pair of travel socks. Me and my husband went to Helsinki last weekend. And I wanted a pair of socks, and I feel like stripy socks, they just knit up faster than any other type. So I took myself striping. I had a scrap of, it's a perfect match for this yarn. I can't even believe how well it matched. But here is the sock. So I have done the heel flap, and I'm now on the foot. And can you see how well is this cuff matching the purple stripe? It's amazing. It's like almost the same color. So I started these socks, and then I thought, hey, maybe I should do the stripy sock knit along again this year. It is called Raitasukkaralli, which means like stripy sock race in Finnish. And this year the hashtag is Raitasukkaralli 2024. I'll put it here for you to see. And this is just like a participatory knit along, no finished objects required, whips are welcome. Just knit on socks that has stripes on them. They can be scrappy socks, they can be just a few stripes on the leg, they can be self-striping, they can be white stripes. You know, if it has stripes and it is a sock, then it is then it goes for this knit along. And the knit along runs until the 31st of May. So there's now a month and a little bit to participate, and I will be drawing some prizes from the hashtag Raitasukkaralli 2024. Instagram is a little bit difficult at these times, so I will suggest that you will also tag me into the post so I can find it more easily. But this is a self-striping from Eldur yarns, and it's now together with a cuff because I started another sock project last night, and I don't know. I think I have 2 pairs of 2.5 millimeter Triagu red lace, like a fixed circular needles. I think I do. I didn't find. I just found one of them, and I needed it. So I had this cuff resting on another 2.5 millimeter needle. So I just moved this stripy sock to rest on the same cable because I needed those needles. And yeah, now I realize I never told where you can find me. You can find me on Instagram as Annijuuti Knits and on Ravelry as Annijuuti. And there's also an email written in the description, so if you would like to reach out via email, that's also possible. And if you don't use Instagram and you would like to participate on this knit along, I will post a thread to my Ravelry group, which has been hibernating for years because I don't know, I'm just so lazy with Ravelry. I don't. Anyway, I will put I will open a thread to my Ravelry group, which is also linked down below. So if you are interested in participating elsewhere than Instagram, you can post your pictures there and they will be eligible for the prizes as well. Eldur has promised to gift one of their self-strapping yarn, and then I will be drawing some other prizes as well. But this was sort of an impromptu knit along, but it has been around before, so just knit some stripy socks with me and use the hashtag Raitasukkaralli2024. But yeah, so this is what I did while we were away. But as I said, I stole the needles already from this project because maybe now that we're talking about socks, maybe I should just continue with that. I have been watching the podcast, The Autumn Acorn. Judy is a podcaster and a designer, and she was asking for testers for her Magic Heel socks, the kids version. And I've been meaning to make some socks for my son for quite some time already. So I was like, those seem like a fun pair of socks. So I sent a message to Judy and I asked if she would accept me as a tester, and she did. So I started. They are now, oh, they're blowing out so red. These are, if you remember my husband's Black Lodge socks, Twin Peaks socks, this is the red, and I had leftover, I had I don't know, a 60 gram ball. It's not this red, it's the, yeah, it's blowing out. It is darker. It's darker. It's really bright, but not as bright as it's showing on the camera. So I have just started the sock. I have done, I'm doing the size 2 of the pattern, which is like a 2-3-year-old size. My boys have small feet, so I'm making the size 2. And yeah, I have just finished the leg and now I should go into the heel part, but that's for another time. It's moving up really fast because it is a kid's size sock, so there's less stitches, fingering weight yarn, and it moves really fast. So I don't think it will take me too long. If I have time today, I might even finish the whole sock today. But those were all the socks that I have been working on. I do have a couple of other sock projects as well. I'm not gonna show them because there's not a lot of progress. We do have a meeting tomorrow morning, so I will be getting an hour an hour of knitting time at work tomorrow. But yeah, most of my time has still been going into this fingering weight secret project that I'm working on. It is almost done, but it has been taking so much of my time, so it feels like I've been knitting and knitting and knitting so much, but I have nothing to show because yeah, I can't show it yet, but I will at some point, and it's going to be great. I have cast on 2 new projects that are not socks. I have a shawl and then I have a sweater. And I will show the sweater project first because everyone and their mother is knitting on a Lento sweater. And I started a Lento sweater, as you say in Finnish. A lot of you already know about this pattern. This is a pattern by Jonna Helin, which is this has the pattern has been on Line magazine. Jonna is one of the founders of Line, and I've had these yarns in my stash for quite some time already because I've been wanting to make a sweater for work. I've complained about this a million times, but we need to wear black at work, which is definitely not my favorite color. But because I am a knitter and I want to wear something hand knit, I have started a black Lento sweater. I made the folded collar. I'm marking my increases because this is black yarn and it's so hard to see, so hard to see. So I'm marking my increases so that I can keep track of the increases, and there's not much to say. This was very fast. It's working up super quickly. I'm using, I don't know, 6mm as suggested in the pattern. I have not measured my gauge because who does that? I will be measuring my gauge once I get to like a certain, I think I might be 1 stitch off, but I'll just adjust when I come to that. I think I'm working on up the size 4. I don't want to have so much positive ease that is recommended in the pattern because I'm very short and this oversized look is not very flattering on me because I'm, you know, I'm this soft and short. So if I'm wearing something very oversized, it can easily look like a potato sack. So yeah, I did the folded collar as per written in the pattern. I think my row gauge is tighter because it looks smaller than in the pattern. I've actually worked or I have followed the pattern to a T, which is very rare. I didn't swatch. I have swatched to my other Lendo sweater, and I have made, I've made this pattern before, so I didn't swatch for this one. It's going to be fun, or not fun, it's black. But it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be so wearable, and for the next winter I will be having a hand knit sweater for work. Yeah, it has grown fast. I think I did work this up in in a day, and then I haven't touched it ever since. I think there was a knit along for the Lento, like Lento Love Cal, but I think it has already ended, or if it hasn't, or was it until the beginning of May? Maybe, but I don't think this will be finished by then. It doesn't matter. It just influenced me and it inspired me to start the black sweater that I have been wanting to make, and finally it's light enough that, or there's light enough, there's enough light even in the evenings to work on something black. In Finland, like probably in many other countries as well, we have got some snow. The last 2 days has been snowing. Everything is covered in snow again, and it is April 24th today. So there's no signs of spring, like absolutely none. So I don't know. That's why that's why I'm not very. I talked about this last time already, but I don't really get inspired by the spring because there is no such thing in Finland. We move from the slush straight into summer because yeah, the spring is non-existent. We've had snow for 6 months now, so we are getting a little bit tired of it already. There was 2 weeks of no snow, and now there's snow again, but I think the first snow came the end of October, and ever since we've had snow. So yay, it's a winter wonderland, but it should be spring. It should be spring. So while we were in Helsinki, me and my husband, I had some time for myself. My husband, he's very coffee enthusiast, and there was this coffee festival he attended, and I had some alone time. I was spending that time in our hotel room, and I was knitting and I was watching podcasts and I was enjoying myself. And I heard that my dear friend Anna got selected to be one of the vendors at Jyväskylä Knit Festival, which is the biggest knitting festival here in Finland. And my friend, she is a natural dyer, and she uses Finnish wool and all natural ingredients and Finnish wool, and her brand is called Suovilla. And I decided that I want to make a shawl, and I want to publish it at Jyväskylä Knit Festival, because I'm so incredibly proud of my friend, and she has been working so hard. It's also her side job, and she is so talented. I recommend every one of you go and check out her Instagram page because it's amazing. And I started this shawl inspired by the name Suovilla. Suovilla is a pun on the name because her passion is Suomi Villa, which is Finnish wool. And then Suovilla also means Suo is a swamp and Villa is wool. And Suovilla is this plant. I will put a picture here that grows on swamps. So Suovilla, it's like a Suomi Villa, and then also the fur balls that you have on the swamps. So I wanted to incorporate like little fluff balls, but I was doing different textures, and I didn't want to make bubbles because they are so labor intensive, and I just don't really enjoy making bubbles. So I decided on this little bubble stitch, which is much easier to make. And I had these two colors she had gifted me on two different occasions. So this is not an ad. It is I got this last summer, and the other one was the previous Christmas. So they have been gifts for me, and they weren't gifted for designing. So I don't think that this is an ad. So what I decided to do, I incorporated the bubble stitch pattern, and I asked on my Instagram which color combination would be better, the red as a main or the green as the main, and it was like 61-39 for the red main color. So that's what I did. I started this triangular shawl. This is the shape that it will this is the shape that it will become. I started from this corner and I'm increasing, and then it'll be this way. I'm working it up like this, and I'm planning on continuing this stitch pattern, which is lovely. And because it's stripy, it's very engaging. I find it hard to stop in the middle of a repeat. So it's like I'm just going to finish up this stripe before I move on to other things. So yeah, I'm really happy. This it's a simple design and it's a beautiful finished wool. I have steam blocked this. I steam blocked it because I wanted to see how the edging will like lay flat, and yeah, it's going to be designed for the Jyväskylä Knit Festival. So I think there will be a test call coming soon, because the Jyväskylä Knit Festival is on July, the early days of July. I don't remember the exact dates, but if I want to publish it by then, I need to write it up and get it tested so that people have enough time to finish up their shawls. But yeah, that's what's happening here. I have one little gadget that I want to show you. I have also one other self-striping yarn that I would like to show you, and then we will call it a wrap today. So when I was ordering the self-striping yarn, I wanted to have two different colors, and this was the other color. It is called Joulupuu, so it's a Christmas colorway, but it has like soft pinks and all these fun colors, so I don't really feel like it's too Christmassy. I didn't have this with me in Helsinki, but I did grab a contrast color for it, and I think they match pretty nicely. Not exactly, but there are these similar shades, because these are 50-gram skeins. I wanted to have something for the cuffs, heels and toes. I can't get a pair out of 50 grams for myself, so I need the contrasting colors so that I can actually have like a long enough leg. What I think I'm gonna do is that I will do like an afterthought heel, or yeah, that's probably what I'm gonna do, so that I can just knit a tube. I'll cut this, or I'll split it in half so that I have two equal amounts of yarn. My only problem is that I'm not very good with mismatch socks. I always want to match the stripes, so I don't know how I'm gonna deal with that, but yeah, that's what I'm planning on doing. It's going to be my next sock cast on when I finish up all the rest of them. But the event that I'm going to on Saturday is held by Knits by Cindy Eggman and I. And Cindy did release this fun new little gadget not so long ago, maybe a couple of weeks ago. I think I had it already before I last filmed, but I didn't have, or I didn't, I hadn't tried it out. I hadn't worked with it. I'm being so suspicious. But this is now like a gifted item. It was a friendly gift. It wasn't a gift so that I can show it here, but I will because I think it's fun. And the thing that I am going to show you is the eye quarter. This is the eye quarter. Oh my god, goodness, it's now attached to my swatch. This is the eye quarter. So this is an eye cord maker. I don't know if I can show you. Maybe I will film a little clip how I do it. This is now the first time that I was using it, and it's like with every new tool you need to get used to it. So it wasn't like all fun and games and you can magically know how to use it like from the get-go. And my eye cord is not completely even. But basically what this is, it's an eye cord maker, and you can either do like this eye cord strap or band or ribbon, or you can do like an applied eye cord if you have picked up stitches. So I took one of my swatches and I picked up some stitches along the edge. I have the needle here, and I am doing an applied eye cord, and this is like a game changer. This is like, imagine you have a shawl, you have a Vertices Unite that has 3,000 stitches all around it, and you need to do a 3,000 stitch eye cord. Voila, you can do it with the eye quarter. I'll now do a little clip. I will probably just yeah, I will insert it here because I don't think there's no point of me trying to use it or show it here because I can't do it, but I will insert the clip here. How cool was that? That's the eye quarter by Knits by Cindy Ekman. I will also link her web shop down in the description, because that's the easiest place for you to see it for yourself. That's now the bigger size. I do have also the small size for fingering weight yarn, but I wanted to try I wanted to learn how to use it with the bigger one, because I felt like it's easier with the bigger one. My problem is that I'm naturally a very tight knitter, and I think that was also my problem with the I-quarter. I was like pulling it too tight, and that's a bit of a problem. But yeah, have I talked about everything that I wanted? No, I have not. One more thing is that I have another knit along coming up, and it is when my Breaking Dawn shawl is going to release. I have not decided completely if I will publish the pattern on the 11th or the 18th of May. But my Breaking Dawn shawl is this one. I have shown it before. I've shown it, I think, in the previous episodes quite a few times. And the testing is going so well. There are already so many beautiful Breaking Dawn shawls. And what I'm planning on doing is to host a knit along where you can do your own Breaking Dawn shawl. So if you want to plan out already your color scheme, this shawl uses up 4 colors. You can do it with less. That's also fine. But the first color is 20 grams. The next 2 colors take up approximately 50 grams each, and then you need a full skein for the main or the final color, because it's the biggest section. So you need 4 different colors, 1 mini or 1 little scrap left over, and then 2 approximately 50 gram skeins or leftovers, and then you need a full skein for the border. So there's going to be a knit along hosted for this shawl, because I think summer is the perfect time to work on a shawl. It's not too heavy, and this is a 200 gram shawl, so it's not going to be massive, and it's just the perfect engaging knit with all the different texture bands. There is some lace work and ribbing and some more lace work with a little border. So if you want to start thinking about your Breaking Dawn shawl colors, you will need approximately 200 grams, and I'm actually planning on making one like a solid color Breaking Dawn, so I will be participating on the knit along as well by making my second Breaking Dawn. But that's coming up in a couple of weeks, and it's not going to be a problem for today or it's not going to be a project for tomorrow either, but I just wanted to give you a little heads up what's coming up. The last thing that I wanted to talk to you about is I wanted to have some podcast recommendations, because I wanted to give my recommendations, because I've been enjoying watching some podcasts lately. That's the only thing that I watch in the evenings, because I don't know, I just sometimes it's just when the kids go to bed, it has been like craziness all over, and then when they go to bed, I just feel like knitting, and I want to relax, and the podcasts are the best way to do it. So I wanted to mention the Autumn Acorn podcast. Judy, she is wonderful, and I really enjoy her calming voice and her beautiful podcast and beautiful projects. She's been doing these beautiful scrubby blankets, and I enjoy watching her. I don't crochet myself, but sometimes I feel the urge that I should, because it's it's fun to see when people are working on their crochet projects and such. Another podcast that I want to mention is my friend Rebecca. She is the Moving Stitches, and she is such a positive and wonderful personality, and I really, really, really enjoy her podcast. She is such a great person to watch, and I love her color choices. She likes a lot of the same colors than I do, like greens and oranges, and she always has some interesting videos, and she is doing vloggy videos and podcast videos, and I'm actually waiting for her next video that is coming, that she will talk about like a high street garments and finding a pattern match for those if you want to replicate those items. So that's that. Also, the one of the podcasts that I've been watching lately is Lizzie from Hive Knits, and she's also a fellow designer, and it's fun to hear her like take on the designing, and also it's really fun to see how the process goes for other people as well. Myself, I am a little bit more all over the place kind of a person, and I don't solely focus on one thing at a time, so it's fun to see when people are working up a few different versions of a single pattern before it releases. But I'm not one of those people, but it's fun to see when other people's are. I think that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed spending some time with me, and I just want to thank you for watching until the end, and it was fun to have you here. I really enjoy getting your comments, so if you have questions to ask or something to comment, I would highly appreciate that. And one last thing, I really wanted to thank you for the very, very warm welcome of the zigzag scent blanket. It was my most popular pattern to date, and it warmed my heart that it was so well received and well loved. So thank you so much for everyone who has purchased or shared or commented or liked, and it really truly means so much, and I'm so happy that the pattern was so well received. So thank you for the support, and thank you for being here, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.